Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. 2 Luzerne County residents are being investigated for their alleged involvement in a cockfighting ring in Sugarloaf Township. According to the district attorney Sam Sanguidoche, a search warrant was executed at the home of Ronaldo de Jesus Castillo and Anis Martinez Castillo on April 10th. During the search, officials say they discovered 79 live hens, 59 live roosters, 2 dead roosters, 30 eggs, multiple gloves used to cover rooster spurs, and a package of Super Vermigallo, a substance known to be used to promote fighting. Police have not made any arrests in connection with the matter at this time. The investigation remains ongoing. Anyone with information regarding the case is asked to contact SPCA officers at 570-825-4111, extension 112. Pennsylvania State Police in Hazleton are investigating a reported burglary at the New Day storage units in Hazel Township. According to troopers, over $1,500 worth of tools and power equipment were stolen from the victim's storage unit. Troopers say the burglary occurred around 2 p.m. on Sunday, April 7th. Among the items stolen were a chainsaw, a backpack blower, and a chainsaw attachment. The investigation into the incident is still ongoing. The Pennsylvania Broadband Development Authority has announced that millions of dollars in state funding and private investments will be utilized to increase access to high-speed internet in our area. Officials say the investment will help bring high-speed internet to over 100,000 Pennsylvanians across the 42 counties, including Carbon, Luzerne, and Schuylkill counties. Through the investment, the Shapiro administration says they hope to grow the economy, help students learn and thrive in school, and create better health outcomes for families. The Pennsylvania Broadband Development Authority has approved $204 million in grant awards to 53 projects across the Commonwealth that will connect 40,000 homes and businesses to high-speed internet. Pennsylvania primary election is scheduled for Tuesday, April 23rd, and voters are reminded that the polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. To find your assigned polling place, you can visit the Department of State's website at pavotersservices.pa.gov. Luzerne County voters who still need to drop off a mail-in ballot can do so at the ballot drop box located inside the Penn Place building at 20 North Pennsylvania Avenue in Wilkes-Barre. The ballot drop box will be available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Coming up on WYLN News, $3,000 worth of merchandise is stolen from the Pocono Premium Outlets. Plus, students from Marion Catholic High School meet with legislators at the state capitol. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Andy, and tomorrow we're going to be partly cloudy.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, tune in. I want you to watch and see what my technique package is like as a chiropractor and how it might be better or different at least if you're not satisfied with your chiropractor. So tune in.
Welcome back to Wyln News. The Pocono Township Police Department is asking the public for help in identifying the individual shown on screen. According to police, the suspects entered the Sunglass Hut at the Pocono Premium Outlets on April 20th and stole $3,000 worth of merchandise. Anyone with information regarding the theft or the identities of the suspects is asked to contact Officer Bianchi at jbianchi@poconopd.org. A man was arrested in Bloomsburg on Friday for multiple firearm offenses. According to police, officers stopped a vehicle at a checkpoint on Light Street Road around 8:30 p.m. and detected the smell of marijuana. Officers were granted consent to search the vehicle and controlled substances were found. Police say Victor Picado Figueroa was one of the passengers in the vehicle and was discovered to have a firearm in his waistband. Officers also discovered that Picado Figueroa was a convicted felon and was on adult probation in Lehigh County. Picado Figueroa has been taken into custody and is facing charges of felons not to possess a firearm and possession of a concealed firearm without a concealed weapons permit. A group of 12th grade students from Mr. Joseph Stearns' classes at Marion Catholic High School traveled to Harrisburg last week to meet with several state legislators. During their visit, the students had the opportunity to tour the state capitol building and to participate in a question and answer session with Representative Jamie Barton, Representative Doyle Heffley, and with State Senator David Argel. Coming up on Tamaco's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Summit Hill Part 2. Plus, we learn more about the upcoming primary election on Kokomo's County Report. And stay right here on Wyln. We'll be right back.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on Wyln.
Hey, did you know Wyln posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. Wyln, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide.
1-800-215-3680.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
By the late 1850s, America was starting to head west, believing its destiny lay in colonizing the western half of the North American continent. Among those that made the journey was Samuel McLean, who had been born in Summit Hill in 1826. A graduate of Easton's Lafayette College, McLean began his career as a lawyer in Mauch Chunk. He would be Carbon County's chief prosecutor from 1855 to 1860 before deciding to head out west. By 1860, he was in Colorado, then known as Jefferson Territory, where he'd be named Territorial Attorney General. 2 years later, he moved again to what is today Montana, where he would be wounded in action against Native American fighters several times as a militia commander. While he was there, the Montana Territory, comprising essentially today's state of Montana, was formed on May 26, 1864. Samuel McLean was subsequently named the new territory's first representative in Congress. He took office in Washington on January 6, 1865, and served one term through March 3, 1867, after which he decided not to run for re-election. Instead, McLean would start his own silver mining company. Eventually, he would head back east to Virginia, where he purchased a plantation near Burkeville. It was there that Samuel McLean died in 1877, and is there where he rests today in Burkeville's Presbyterian Churchyard Cemetery. Montana remained a federal territory until it was admitted into the Union as the 41st state on November 8, 1889. Back in Summit Hill, at the time McLean was making a name for himself, the town was preparing for the Civil War. The primary unit in town was the Carbon Guards, headed by Captain J.J. Winterstein. They would gather their weapons at the Summit Hill Armory, which was built in 1854, both as an armory and a town jail. After many years in its capacity as an armory, the building was purchased by Summit Hill Borough in 1890 as a town hall. A firehouse was then added as an annex to the building. On March 25, 1908, the armory burned to the ground, the victim of an overheated stove inside. The stones from the building would be reused for Lansford Citizens Bank. A new firehouse would be built at the armory's old site afterwards. It stood until 2008, when it was replaced with a more modern firehouse. Throughout the 1860s and 1870s, alleged Molly Maguire violence rocked the coal region. The unrest would burst over into Summit Hill on December 4, 1871, when Morgan Powell, assistant superintendent of the Lehigh Wilkes-Barre Coal and Iron Company, would be shot dead in the street. Ultimately, Alexander Campbell, Jack Donahue, and Thomas Fisher would be convicted of Powell's murder and hanged in 1878. Morgan Powell's grave stands today in Memorial Park, one of the few graves of the former Presbyterian cemetery that was left standing when the cemetery was converted to a public park in 1972. Peace eventually returned to Summit Hill once the Molly's supposed reign of terror came to an end. As with most other coal region towns, each ethnic group that settled in Summit Hill would build their own churches, and soon the mountain had countless parishes spring up. The First Presbyterian Church, the Methodist Church, St. Paul's Lutheran Church, St. Philip's Episcopal Church, St. Joseph's Catholic Church, and St. Stanislaus Church were just a few of the houses of worship that would call Summit Hill home over the decades. The corner of Ludlow and Market Street would be known in the early 1980s as the Holy Square, as it was the only intersection in America to have a functional church on each corner. Today, though, only the Hope Christ Presbyterian Church remains an active house of God. By the mid-1870s, Summit Hill residents believed it was time their town had a high school. The first building to serve this function, the Lincoln School, was built in 1875 at the corner of Market and Hazard Streets. It was also for a time the site of Summit Hill's town clock. It would later serve the community's younger students after subsequent high schools were built. Beginning in 1955, it would be the home of the Echo Toy Company for a few years, but was ultimately torn down in 1964. The Lincoln School's replacement as Summit Hill High School was the Washington School, which opened for students in 1911 directly next to the Lincoln School. Built in Renaissance Revival style, it served as town high school through 1927. Today it still stands as an apartment complex. The third and final Summit Hill High School, the Ginner School, opened its doors on November 26, 1927. It would operate until 1963, when Summit Hill High School was merged into the Panther Valley School District. The Ginner School burned down the night of April 14, 1971. Ginner Field, however, where Summit Hill High School Hillers football teams played, and where one of the nation's first cable TV antennas was installed, still stands today.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information. Like and follow Wyln News on Facebook for the Wyln News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Welcome back to Caroccomo's County Report. I'm here with Luzerne County Manager Ramilda Caroccomo. Ramilda, how's it going?
It's going really well. It's good to see you.
Yep, it's good to see you. It's been a while.
It's been a while, but we're back better than ever.
Yep, absolutely. So this week the primary election is coming up here in Pennsylvania.
Correct.
Yeah, it's been many weeks and honestly months of preparation for this upcoming week. So what could you tell us that we haven't known yet about this upcoming election here?
Right. Well, you're absolutely right. Election day is Tuesday, the 23rd, but there's a lot that we've done leading up to that day. I want everyone to know that the polls will be open on Tuesday morning at 7 and they close at 8 p.m. If there is a line, the polls will remain open until everyone who is in line at 8 o'clock votes. If you have a mail-in ballot, the only mail drop box that will be open on Election Day is at Penn Place, which is 20 North Pennsylvania Avenue in Wilkes-Barre, and that drop box will be open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Election Day. So if you still want to vote with a mail-in ballot on Election Day, you have to go to Penn Place, you have to go to Wilkes-Barre. We also have a countertop box actually at the Bureau, which is located in the same building as the drop box. So I really encourage everyone to vote. We had requests for approximately 25,000 mail-in ballots, and as of Wednesday, we received close to 12,000. So, we're getting ready, and we'll be ready on Election Day.
Absolutely. So here in the Hazelton area, do you know which locations people will be able to go to vote on Tuesday?
Well, you have to check the website because we have multiple polling locations in Hazelton, depending on what ward and district that you're in. But if you go to the county website, it will be able to tell you exactly where you should go. And you should have received a card in the mail telling you where your polling place is.
Yeah, it's definitely very important information to know. Voting is a very important aspect of just being a citizen of here in Pennsylvania and the United States as a whole. Is there anything else that you want to leave our viewers with regarding this week's election? What else they should know about?
Vote.
Couldn't have said it better. All right, well, that would do it for this week on Carl County Report. We'll see you next time.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.